Hello and welcome to this reading. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And what I want to do today is a message for you from the other side. So if you've lost a loved one recently and you're grieving, or if you've missing someone from a long time ago, someone that you love, someone like a mum, a dad, a sister, brother, friend even, someone on the other side that you were very close to, or even an ancestor who wants to come through, I feel you're going to receive a message today. So I'm going to bring in my deck that I created, messages from the other side, and I'm also going to bring in cards for bearing the unbearable, because it can feel unbearable when we lose a loved one. And if you're going through that right now and it feels very raw, these cards are going to bring in something of comfort that you need to hear. So we're going to bring a message in that they want you to know. So thank you, angels. What's the energy coming through? What message do we have from the other side? So with the messages I'm going to give you today, sit with the energy. You may know straight away who this message is coming in from. It may take a moment for you to work it out. But there will be a message here that you need to hear. And what's the message of comfort for you right now? So I've got two cards that jumped out of the deck. So I'm going to do these at the end. So the first thing we've got coming through from the other side for you is, I exited at the right time. Now, this is the person up there saying to you, there is always a plan. God is in charge. The only person who truly knows when our time is up is God. And they exited at the right time. You know, it can be very hard when we lose a loved one because we go over all the details in our mind. And we start going over the if onlys, if only I'd been there, if only I'd done this, if only this or that. And we start driving ourselves mad thinking there could be a change to the outcome. Or we blame other people, or we blame ourselves, or we blame the hospital, or whatever else. We blame the medicine, or many, many things. And your person up there is coming through to say to you, it's okay, forgive yourself. And forgive everyone involved, because I exited at the right time. And it's so important we know that. The only person who knows is God. My little Auntie Frida, you know, she's amazing. She's in her 80s. She says to me, when your time's up, your time's up. You could be sitting in a chair. You could be at home. You could be at work. You could be in a car. You could be sitting on a plane. You could be having some food. You could be doing nothing at all. Whenever it's your time, it's the time. So this person up there is coming through to say to you, please release yourself from any blame or pain, because I exited at the right time. It was exactly how and when it was meant to be. And you are my miracle. You are a miracle. So this is also you knowing that you are an absolute miracle. The fact that you're walking the earth right now is a miracle in itself. So many souls up there want to come to earth to learn and grow. And the fact that you are here is a miracle. Now, I feel this is also a message from the Creator for you. You are my miracle. I created you divinely perfect for this life you are in. You are exactly who and where you were meant to be, to grow and evolve, to be the person you've come here to be. So value yourself more. You are a miracle. And I feel this person in heaven is coming through to say to you that you are my miracle. This could be a mum or a dad coming through here, because the mum or the dad have the creation tools in them to create the baby, the child which grows into you. So you are their miracle. You are my miracle. So if you've still got your mum and dad here, I feel this is definitely a message coming through for you from the Creator. Or it could even be someone you saw as a mum or a dad. Maybe it was a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or someone you know. You are my miracle. You are my miracle because you're still here. So enjoy life. And you were always special to me, and you still are. You were always special to this person. Maybe you didn't realise just how special that you are or how special you were. I feel this is definitely about you remembering your own value and your own worth, that you are a miracle. But this person up there wants you to know that you are special. You were special while they were living, and you still are. You matter. You are something special. So value yourself. And they are also surrounded by family and friends. They are surrounded by people they know, people they love and care about. They are not alone. Sometimes we wonder that too. Where are they? Are they okay? And they are surrounded by family and friends. And even though they are surrounded by family and friends, when you need them, they are right there. So you can call on this person as a guide. Our loved ones in heaven may seem like angels. They're not angels. Angels are created divinely perfect by God. And we are created perfect, but we have egos. And then we overcome the ego. And when we transition, there is no ego. But our loved ones are people who've walked the earth, different than angels who are created for mission. So when you need me, I'm there. That's what your person in heaven is saying to you. If you need me, just call on me and I'll be right there. Right now, it's time for you. It's time for you to live your life. It's time for you to thrive. It's time for you to be the person you've come here to be. And sometimes when our loved ones pass away, they give us time back. Especially if you were spending a lot of time around this person, maybe you were caring for them, helping them in some way, and they've now released you to have that time back for yourself. You know that I get it. So if you feel like nobody gets it or you're not really understood, this person you are connecting with right now does get it and knows that you know that. So you know that I get it. And I appreciate everything that you did for me. I appreciate everything. This can be during their life while they were living. It could be if they were struggling, or it could be after, if you arranged the funeral or you did certain things for them, or maybe you sorted out their belongings, or they appreciate absolutely everything that you did for them. And they want you to know that. Even if it was just spending time together once a week or even once a year, they appreciate everything you did. So forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. Sometimes we go over that and think, if only I was there more, if only I'd noticed something quicker, or forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. And you might be thinking, well, where are they right now? They are in a beautiful garden. A beautiful garden. You may see heaven like that. Once I was in meditation and I was given a glimpse of heaven, only a split second of it. And it was the most beautiful garden filled with trees and love. And I saw Jesus in there and there was animals and it was just amazing. And they are in that garden. They want you to know that they are in a beautiful garden surrounded by friends and family. They are not alone. And if you need them, all you need to do is call and they will be there. Even if you say, help me, and you just throw it out there, they are there for you. There ain't no mountain high enough. They're going to be right there when you call. And we've got name 5 emotions that you commonly feel when grief comes into the foreground. And this will help you to overcome your emotions, to know that you're not alone, that we've all been through these things. We go through the pain. We go through the bargaining. We go through this energy where we try and think, if only I'd done this, if only I'd done that. And that can be very frustrating and it can cause a lot of guilt. So we can go through a lot of guilt as well. We can go through such sadness when we feel that we're never going to be okay. But we get through these things with time because we recognize and know, especially as a spiritual being having a human experience, that this is just the end of one way of living. We recognize that we now can take them with us everywhere we go. Like, for example, I know that when I go somewhere, my mum and dad are within me and I live on through them. So you're also the legacy that's left behind. So you may also feel some relief and you might think, why am I feeling relieved? And that's because they are saying it's your time now. It's your time. It's okay to feel that way. So you may also experience emotions you're not ready for, that you may feel guilty about experiencing. It could be relief. It could be a little bit of happiness, knowing they're in a better place and they're not suffering anymore. And you might think, why am I feeling happy? I should be feeling devastated. And I'm not saying you're not feeling that way, but there's a range of emotions that come out. So if you actually sit with these emotions, think, right, what emotions am I feeling right now? Then you can experience those emotions without judgment and say, it's okay to feel a bit sad. It's okay to feel relieved. It's okay to feel guilty. It's okay to feel all these things. It's a natural part of the grieving process. And also, in what ways do others affect the way you feel and express your grief? So remember, everybody grieves in different ways. Everybody handles things in different ways. Don't let others affect the way that you grieve. Don't let others say you should not feel emotion, or you shouldn't cry, or you shouldn't do this or that, because you need to do it your way. I remember at my mum's funeral, which was in 2021, I thought, I don't want to wear black. I don't want to wear a darker colour. I want to wear something a bit uplifting, because my mum was uplifting. She uplifted everyone. Even the nurses came to her funeral because they said it was the highlight of their day seeing it, because they uplifted her energy. So I wanted to wear something a bit different. So I wore a really beautiful kind of maroon coloured dress, and my mum was called Christine. My mum is called Christine because she's still here really in my mind, and she was named after a chrysanthemum. So I got a chrysanthemum and I put it into the pocket of my jacket. So I went to the funeral a bit different than perhaps people would have expected. And there was talk there. There was a couple of people who were neighbours at the time where I used to live. And they were shocked by what I was doing, because they had an idea of what grief is and how you should behave at funerals, or how you should behave when you lose a loved one. And I wasn't going to let anybody else affect the way I wanted to feel and express my grief, because I needed to do it my way for me. And it's the same for you. Don't feel you've got to do it a certain way if you're being guided to do it a different way, because you have to feel your grief and express your grief in your own way. And that's your right as a human being on this earth. That's your right. You have free will for that reason. And you have rights for that reason. So don't let anybody tell you how you should or should not grieve for this person. And it's the same when you are expressing what you're actually feeling. So if you think, okay, why am I feeling guilty? Is it because I should have done more? Forgive yourself for that. There's nothing that you could do more, because they exited at the right time. If you're feeling guilty because you're feeling a bit relieved that it's done, and especially if it was a lot of pain, if they were in so much pain, breathe and know you're safe. It's okay for you to feel those feelings, because they're giving you back this time. They're saying it's okay, it's time for you now. You are my miracle. You know that I get it. I do appreciate everything you did for me, but now it's time for you. And don't worry about me. I'm in a beautiful garden surrounded by family and friends. You were always special to me, and you still are, because when you need me, I'm there. So I definitely feel this is a message coming through from a mum or a dad. It could also be a message coming through from a sister, a brother, a friend, a colleague, and even a grandparent, someone who really cared about you and you really cared about them. And when you need them, they'll be right there. So sit with these emotions, think, what am I going through, and how is other people's grief affecting my grief? In what ways do others affect the way I feel about what I'm going through? So don't take anything personally. Remember, everyone is dealing with grief their own way, and everyone deals with their experiences of this grief in their own way too. Don't take anything personally. Breathe. Release fear by going in nature if you need to, breathing in the air, and knowing that you are safe and loved, and this person is right by your side, and they're going to give you signs they're with you. They're going to give you signs such as they're going to send robins to you, or birds. They're going to send you feathers. They're going to send you pennies from heaven. Little reminders that they are right there with you. So grieve your way and know that you are loved and safe. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.